Ben Stiller did an interview recently, and he said he has no apologies over the movie Tropic Thunder.
I read that.
And Robert Downey Jr. essentially did blackface in that movie.
He did.
And every black person I spoke to about this doesn't have an issue with that. Do you have an issue with that?
So I seen the movie and I thought the movie was great.
Yeah.
I thought it was great because it was a comedy and it was so over the top. I think that's what it was. It wasn't like trying to belittle and demean black people or trying to be something other than that. That's how I felt when I saw it. Now, years later, people can take it and be like, it was, and however they feel, so be it. You know, I'll stand by it. But at the time, in that moment in time, that was a great goddamn performance. You know what I mean? It was and from a comedian.
Yeah.
It was just a great performance and nobody said nothing about it. I'm another person who did not say nothing
about it. You're right. You're right.
Because it was not demeaning and it was so over the top.
Yeah.
It was just over the fucking top. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. No, I was watching scenes from it the other day, and it was like, what do you mean, you people?
Yeah.
The other dude was like, what do you mean, you people? The black dude was like, what do you mean, you people?
What do you mean, you people? Right?
He's like, you're fucking Australian, all right? Go play with a koala. Put on the shrimp on the Barbie. He's got a guy, trying to play the guy, not being the guy.
But nobody said nothing at the time.
No one said nothing.
So whoever's saying something now, I mean, God bless you. I know, but yeah.
You made a video where you apologized for putting up a meme about the Will Smith, Chris Rock Oscar slap.
Yeah.
What was the meme that you put up?
I said something like, I have a joke where I say slap, which is sound like a plan. And I did it on my 2019 special where my cousin, you know, he'd be like, yeah, let's go on. Y'all be going out tonight? Be like, yeah. He'd be like, slap. And that's what my cousin used to say slap. My son's mother used to say to slap all the time, slap. Sound like a plan. And so
sound like a plan. Got
yeah, sound like a plan. So, but anytime somebody have an idea, yo, we should go over here. Everybody be like slap. You know what I mean? That's what said in Chicago. Mm-hmm. When it came to Will slapping Chris Rock, I said something like slap. Something to I forgot exactly what it was, but it was something to the effect of slap. And when I did that, after I did it, I just was like, I shouldn't have did that because I wasn't thinking about, you know, Chris's family and shit, you know, and Chris always helped me out. You know what I mean? Like even with my 2019 special, he always gave me sound advice, man. Always told me I'm a comic before I'm black, before I'm a man, before I'm anything. I'm a comic first.
You're a comic before
I'm anything else.
Really?
Yeah, because that dictates how I become these things.
Oh.
You know, I'm a comic first, and then I go black, male, American, whatever, you know, father, whatever. But I'm a comic because that comic dictates everything else that I am. You know what I mean? And so he told me that, you know, and I always resonated with that. You know, I always thought like, yo, that was some good advice. And he always told me, you know, even when you write a joke, sometimes it'll take you 2 minutes to write, sometimes it'll take you 2 years. You know, Prince, he wrote hits in 3 minutes, and he also wrote hits that took him 6 years. He was like, so don't ever belittle the way that you think, you know, just, you know, go with it or whatever, you know. But yeah, Chris always gives me great info, man. Great info to go by, you know.
I mean, when that happened, how much of a shock was it? I know my jaw dropped. I couldn't believe that happened.
Well, at first I thought it was a skit.
Yeah, it wasn't a skit.
I knew it wasn't a skit when he said, oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's when I went.
He said, Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
When he said that, I was like, oh,
real.
This is real. I was like, and then when he was like, keep my wife's name out your mouth, when he said that, I was like, oh shit, this is real. I can't believe this. I just couldn't believe it, you know, and the rest of the show was a blur. And shout out to my man Questlove. He won an award at that time. And, everybody was talking about this slap shit. You know what I mean? It was like, damn.
Didn't Chris Rock say, "Oh, and the war goes to Questlove and some other white guys or something like
just gingerly gave it up like that, you know? But yeah, that was a wild situation. I just didn't think about his family, and I thought that it was immature of me to post some shit like that. So I apologize to him.
Yeah, I thought that was some punk shit that Will did, especially because he did it to Chris Rock, who is someone who's much smaller than him.
Right.
Like, we talked about this, how like if The Rock was on stage with that same joke, Will would have just stayed there and told his wife that we'll talk about it when we get home.
Yeah, I mean, I think so. Yeah, I would think so, unless he would have. You know, like, I don't know. Like, I have no idea. I met Will one time, man. He was super cool, you know, and I still think he's an amazing talent. He's great. I just think the situation, and everybody can speculate, but I just think it was deeper than what we all know.
You said something interesting. You said, well, you know, a lot of people have been like, well, if I was Chris, I would have done this or whatever. And you said, would you play Family Feud at home? Your answers don't count.
Yo, everybody at home chiming in on that shit, it don't count. And that's real. When you playing Family Feud, your answers do not count.
Yeah.
They don't. You got more time to think. You can pause it. You can do all kinds of shit.
Yep.
Your answers don't count. And in that situation, you can't say what that man would have did.
Right.
Neither one of those men. You just never, you don't know what was on their minds. Like, dude, do you know what has to be on your mind for you to go, you know what would be a great idea right now? For me to get up in front of the world and slap this dude. You had to have tunnel vision on something for none of that to even matter to you.
This is being broadcast internationally.
International.
The entire world is literally watching.
Do you know?
I'm about to accept an award. I'm nominated. I'm nominated. I may win.
Nominated.
I may win Best Actor.
Do you know
all that?
Do you know the tunnel vision that this man had to have to go do that? None of that mattered. That's what I'm saying. I'm playing Family Feud right now. I don't know what the answer is. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't know what was on that man's mind, man.
But you know, like when you see the build up to that, like, you know, there was the Jada stories about Tupac over and over again, to the point where he actually had included his own book saying how he was jealous of Tupac.
Right.
There was the whole August Alsina entanglement thing. Now look. Every relationship is different. Mm-hmm. Every marriage is unique. Sometimes people have their own side relationships and everything else like that. That is not all that uncommon. Mm-hmm. Going on vacation with your wife's side dude is a bit odd, though. That's one that I still can't get my head around.
Yeah.
and then recently, August Alsina seems to come out as gay on top of all that. So then you got that whole...
Did he?
Yeah, he got like a boyfriend now. He's like parading around. Yeah, which brings an extra dimension to this story. And I've heard some things.
When did that happen? Recently?
Recently, yeah. Yeah. There's a whole lot going on. And then, like, wasn't August, like, Jaden's, like, friend? Like, that's like your son bringing over, you know, his female friend, and you start fucking her. You know what I'm saying? Like, you start like, what the fuck, Dad?
Man, we need another word in entanglement. We got to find us another word. This ain't entanglement. This is like,
this is
I don't know what this is.
Like a rat's nest kind
of. Bird's nest.
Bird's nest.